Hey y'all, and welcome back. It is a Monday today. I had a slow morning. Cats woke me up at 3:30, so I had to go back to bed. Anyways, I'm up now and I'm ready to get some work done on the farm. I'm gonna move their fencing around so they can have some fresh green grass, and I'm gonna show you, Daniel did some work on the chicken coop, just so we have more functionality of where the girls sleep in the evenings. And he's moved around some of their nesting boxes, so come join me. Okay, let's go in and see all the hard work Daniel's been up to. We have our rolling nest box, just like we had it before. Although I think we changed the angle on this. It's actually getting stuck up there when I close it, so gotta work on that. I'm gonna close this so the chickens stay out. But we have like a release pull here, so you can't get locked in. Okay. Here is the coop. So Daniel swapped out the boards that we had over here for these two. These are 2x4s. He removed, there had been 2x4s up here. He removed those because the way it was set up, the birds were pooping on each other when they would roost. So see, now there's nothing below these 2x4s except the sawdust. So, and they're slanted. So no one should be defecating on one another. And then he put this one in, and he moved, we had two nesting boxes in that corner. He moved this one over the door that they go out. And you can see there's poop there because it used to go underneath one of our roosting bars. He moved the other nesting box on top of the rolling nesting box, and that just makes it a lot easier to access, because before he had roosting bars going this way, and you had to kind of scoot in to get to the rolling nest box to lift up this handle. Or if we had like a broody chicken to get her out, it was really like a tight squeeze. So anyways, they have been apprehensive about using this setup, but they're figuring it out. Today is going to be day 3, so they've got it figured out at this point. Good job, Daniel. Well, bless his heart, Daniel tried to block the underside of our mobile coop because the girls were laying under there, and this whole time our numbers on egg production were really low. I think we were getting about 14 for about 40 laying birds, and he was like, what's going on? There's a mountain of eggs under here, so I'm gonna crawl under there and get them out. I have to crawl under here and grab those. Alright, here we go. Stick is not going to help me. I'll just show you at the end. This is way too much to film. That's 20 eggs. And likely there have been some that got eaten. So there are probably more than 20 eggs under there in total, but this is all that's left. Daniel says he'll eat these, even though we're not exactly sure how long they've been sitting under there. And anyways, now I need to patch that up. Now that the chicken coop has been fortified and the eggs removed, I can get back to the walnuts. So let's begin sorting. Just a little bit tired. Daniel and I collected these. Mostly I did. He came and helped me at the end. And you just wait for them to fall off the tree. You won't wear gloves because they stain. I actually wore plastic gloves underneath my leather gloves because the moisture from the pit went through the gloves and was getting on my hands. And these are now stained, but that's okay. They're just outdoor gloves. Here is my bucket of Pastor Prime black walnuts, and I have a bucket of water, and I have a drill connector that's normally for drilling holes in the ground, but I'm going to use it to knock them around in the bucket with water and hopefully get them cleaned off. So let's see how it goes. I think I'll leave those there. That'll be the first washing. I'll get all these washed and then we'll do a second washing on them. I'll check back in when I'm done. I need to have a place to dry the walnuts and a spot to hose them down. This is something we've used to stack wood in before, but we're not using it this season. And it was just sitting in the shed, and then I got some chicken wire. Okay, my strainer and dryer is all ready to go, so let me get the walnuts and we'll put it to work. I've never really harvested walnuts. We did not get this many last year. That's a lot of walnuts, especially since Daniel can't eat walnuts. He's allergic. This is the woolly worm. There's other names for it, but that's what I've heard it called. I'm not sure if it turns into a moth or a butterfly. Oops, sorry buddy. But it's got this reddy orange, like brown color here, and then on the tips it has black. And the local saying about these guys is, depending on how much black you see on them, determines how bad a winter it's going to be. So they don't all look the same. I see about 50 of these a day while I'm outside, if not more. And some of them only have black on one end, not two. But the fact that they have black means it's likely going to be a colder winter. Alright y'all, my back hurts and I'm tired. I took a break and I walked the garden, and there is plenty to harvest, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Tomorrow I'm going to my garden club and I have to make an arrangement with pumpkins, so I'm going to pick the ones I can find. You see how some of these leaves look really not happy? And then these ones look happier. That's because we had our very first frost this morning. Let's get some green beans. Last eggplant of the season. Now, time to get some peppers. And a handful of jalapenos. Can you see the woodpecker? love all the different variety of birds we have here.